Good morning, everyone. I'm sorry, I am so distracted right here. So MLB, is it MLB.com? Yeah,
Sure.
they do power ranking. Obviously, they do team power rankings, but they also do power rankings for hitters and starting pitchers. And this is the first time they're doing a pitcher one. Shohei Ohtani is number seven on the hitter power ranking and number two on the pitcher power rankings.
Nice.
Goodness. Goodness. Hey, everybody. Welcome to LPTV Disney Morning Show. We're going to shift gears from baseball to Disney right now. My name is Dewey Mosley, co-founder here at Laughing Place. The shorter guy over there is Kyle Burbank. How you doing today, Kyle?
I'm doing well.
He is our managing editor. Geo says the APQ, very easy today. Are all the passes still available? I have not seen any mention on the Twitters that anything has sold out.
They keep
So,
warning that they might, but
right.
not that I've seen yet. But let me go check out the queue. I also got through in like 5 minutes this morning
Remember
to about
my
five.
bold prediction, my bold prediction. APs
Except
for
that,
Disney
yeah.
World are not going to stop going on sale. They are now on sale for good. That's my
Okay,
prediction.
we'll see.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about what's going on in the world of Disney. Look forward to a fun, fantabulous Disney weekend. Whoa, there's Luke down there. That scared me. Didn't expect to see that. And he's taller than I thought. And yeah, that's what we do here. So, but we're going to start the way we always start, and that is with Doobie trying to find the video. All right, Kyle. Yesterday we were about 98. Up, down, let me know.
Down.
Sorry, flat. I should have gave you the flat option. We're still in
It's
the
okay.
98 range. I can't get to 99. Wait, I should refresh. This was actually from, half hour ago. Okay, hasn't changed.
Went up
Luke, was
13.
that what you would have predicted too? Yeah. Luke's not listening. He's just down there.
He shrugs.
Oh, Tony has a pocket pick for me. All right, thank you, Tony. I'm going to play those without viewing them first, Tony, so I am trusting you. Don't mess me up.
Well, he's got a good half hour or so to tell you. Never mind. Never mind.
Right. All right. And then the second thing we do every day is bring on everyone's favorite internet AI.
Good morning. Ooh, oh, 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 oh. Wake up. Mr. West, Mr. West, Mr. Fresh Mister by himself, he's so impressed. Look at the valedictorian scared of the future while I hop in the DeLorean. Scared to face the world complacent career student. Some people graduate, but we still stupid. Now that I've completely confused Doobie, let's get the weather. Disneyland is in for a warm one as it will reach 88 degrees with plenty of sunshine. Yet, it somehow gets to be sub 70 by the end of the night, so have your hoodie handy. In a shocking twist, Walt Disney World will be cooler than California, topping out at 84. There's also a slight chance of showers late this evening. Meanwhile, Castaway Cay will barely break 80 with partly cloudy skies. However, the humidity will make it feel warmer. Disneyland Paris is currently cloudy and about 50 degrees, which isn't too bad all things considered. Tokyo will start the day tomorrow with some cloud cover, but that will clear in the afternoon for a high of 63. Shanghai will once again make it up to nearly 70 tomorrow, topping out at 1 degree cooler than that with partly cloudy skies. Finally, in a terrible case of deja vu, Hong Kong will see scattered to widespread thunderstorms throughout the day tomorrow with temperatures short of 80. And that will do it for this report and this week. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. And tune into Disney Trivia Live tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Time. See you Monday.
Wow. Thanks for the
Yeah.
plug.
Yeah.
And that makes up for just turning my brain to mush in the first part of the thing. What the heck was he talking about?
It's a song called Good Morning.
That AI is far and wide the things it learns. Okay. Thank you, Ethan. Have a great weekend, Ethan. Does he just do the weather on the weekends just because he's AI and has nothing better to do?
No, he likes to rest. Sometimes you got a threshold for whatever. He's got to cool down, essentially.
Okay, so let's get started. New
Normal.
trailer dropped
That's what
this
I was
morning.
thinking. Thermal headroom.
Do you remember Max Headroom?
Yeah,
I feel like Ethan is like Max Headroom like 7.0.
just less bleach blonde.
Although that was a real person, that wasn't an actual AI because this was the 80s and such things didn't exist back then. Okay, so American Born Chinese, they dropped a new trailer for that. That's an action comedy series premiering on May 24th, dropping all 8 episodes at once, which, according to Kyle, is not a good sign.
I don't think so, but maybe they're changing the game. Maybe they're just moving their model
Let's watch that brand new trailer for American Born Chinese.
with 2 Academy Award winners.
You know, people love this. It's good for you.
Right, but this one looks like it's giving me the thumbs up.
So, do you have a lab partner yet?
Is there a Jim Wang here?
Wang.
This is Wayne Chung.
Wei Chen.
He's a new student and he's Chinese, like you. He's gonna tag along to all of your classes.
I found seats for us. Come on.
Except in math. He's way ahead of you in math.
I just want to be a regular guy who does regular stuff.
You made a new friend.
Just thought this year was gonna be different.
I may be able to help.
What's going on?
I'm not from this world. I need your help with my quest to stop the uprising.
The gate between Earth and heaven is opening. Okay.
You must stop it or everyone will perish. The fate of your world hangs in the balance.
I don't really see how I fit into this whole thing.
You're my guide.
Can we come up with something a little bit cooler than guide?
Servant?
Yeah, no, you're right. Guide's better.
It will be difficult and dangerous.
Be the hero.
What if I'm not, though?
Fate is not decided up there, but down here.
So freaking unbelievable.
Everything is more connected than you think.
Huh.
Yay.
Do you like the synergy there with the Captain America comic on the shelf?
Expect nothing less from this company. So May 24th, all 8 episodes. Who's doing the recaps or reviews of that for us? Do you know?
No, I don't.
Okay, it's your job to assign those things, right?
Well, no, Benji decides whether or not we're going to do recaps, and if they're dropping all at once, that also makes it kind
I
of
know.
moot.
Which is annoying because recaps do really well for us. We like recaps. Thanks, Disney Plus. We appreciate that. Not yesterday, also, because that trailer dropped today, but yesterday, I'll come back to that because I forgot to get the link. Let's bring on Luke Manning. Luke is he is the token British person on our team here at Laughing Place. Aren't you? You're British,
Is that
right?
all I am to you, Doobie?
I mean, you're also much taller than I expected when I met you last month, but yeah, pretty much you're a token British person.
Yeah, I guess I'll take it.
There are worse titles.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I could be given a lot worse than that.
You're also, and because you're British, that means you are de facto in charge of our Doctor Who coverage here on Laughing Place. So
that is the reason. Yes, because I'm British.
and you're also the only fan we could find. So catch us up on the Doctor Who news that's dropped this week, at least in terms of some filming and images and such.
Yeah, so in the Doctor Who world, I follow a few accounts on Twitter. They film pretty out in the open, and usually whenever there's location filming where like a new character is involved or new costumes are involved, at least the current era, they like to seem to get ahead of that, and instead of just seeing like blurry images that people are doing anyway, why not release nice clear images? And I don't know if you have any of them up, but yeah, there we go. So there's your new Doctor, Ncuti Gatwa, who will be the 15th Doctor, is currently filming, along with his companion Ruby Sunday, which is a fantastic name.
It's a great
played
name.
by Millie Gibson. And it's going to be an episode set in the 60s. And they are dressed appropriately for the 60s, which is really fun to see.
Because seriously, I want this. I want to look exactly like this today here in 2023. So
Right?
what I
No, it looks fantastic.
yeah.
And this is like the third or fourth costume variant we've seen for this Doctor. So it's really cool seeing, because usually, you know, the Doctor ends up wearing either the same costume or like small variations thereupon. So it's really cool um, to see them in something new. So that's been making the rounds. And then there's another cast member, Jinx Monsoon, who is a two-time winner of RuPaul's Drag Race.
And this
Sorry, I
is
didn't
my
have audio
costume.
here, but I can't find the audio button. So
playing
Doctor Who.
very evil, playing what is supposed to be the Doctor's greatest enemy yet.
Okay.
As the regeneration noise goes.
Do we have a date yet for the new season of Doctor Who?
So this November will be the 60th anniversary, which will be the first of Doctor Who that will be on Disney Plus. Those are going to be the 3 specials, with David Tennant returning as the 14th Doctor. So those will be taking place in November. No specific release date yet. And then we'll have a Christmas special where Ncuti Gatwa takes over. And then in the new year, 2024, that's when we'll have the brand new season.
Okay. Very exciting. And you're pretty excited about Doctor Who coming to Disney?
Oh, yeah. No, very, very unexpected. I mean, we'd seen rumors about it ahead of time, but it was a little unexpected. And that's bringing like 2 of my biggest things together into one. So that's pretty awesome. I'm just, it's such a long wait, because the last episode that we had was Jodie Whittaker's final episode, and that was in October. So we don't have October 2022. So it's a 13-month wait. So about halfway through that. So about 5 months to go. No.
Okay.
7. No. I'm bad at math. 7. Yes.
Not our token math guy.
Absolutely not.
So obviously, with the move to Disney Plus, lots of Disney fans are probably going to say, "Hey, let me check out this Doctor Who thing that I've ignored for the past 72 years." Is there perhaps something they can do to kind of help catch themselves up on the whole Doctor Who universe?
It's a difficult show. It's probably similar to like Star Trek, in that there's a lot of possible jumping on points. I would personally just start with like maybe some good episodes from the current season, because since the show came back in 2005, there's been 13 seasons already. So that's a lot. That's a lot to take in for a newcomer. So I mean, at the beginning of any Doctor's era in the new season, or the new series since 2005, is a good place to jump on. David Tennant and Matt Smith seem to be the most popular in general from the modern era. So, if you start with the beginning of David Tennant, you start with the beginning of Matt Smith. Those are good jumping on places to start. And then, if you like it from there, then you can continue on with all of the new series. And if you're a real dweeb like me and like it so much, you can go back into the classic era, which is a whole other ball game when it comes
to... And if I did want to go in the classic era, which episodes should I watch? Perhaps there is some sort of monthly guide that could lead me through this.
Perhaps I was going to get there.
We've worked together a lot, Kyle.
But you're right. Yes, if you head to laughingplace.com and search for Doctor Who, you'll be able to come up with
http://
www.laughingplace.net.
No.
.gov.
All right, so I'm going to put a link in here to one of Luke's Doctor Who stories, historical Doctor Who stories, and that'll lead you to the rest.
Yeah, so far I've done, for the first through fifth Doctors, 5 stories from each Doctor that kind of maybe not necessarily my favorite, but the ones that I think are good examples of that era and good episodes that would be a good jumping on place. So maybe like the top classic stories to watch. And we're doing one a month, counting down to November.
Exciting.
The show starts.
When you'll be able to watch along that first Doctor Who with Luke Manning, right? I mean, that'd be a fun idea. We've never done that, but that would be a fun idea.
They do have the Disney Plus watch along thing, don't they?
Right. So. Yeah. Maybe it'll happen. While I got you, Luke, there's another British thing happening. So again, as our token British guy, I feel I need to ask about this. Peter Pan and Wendy had its, I think its British premiere yesterday. Do you have any particular Peter Pan affinity, and what are your thoughts on Peter Pan and Wendy?
I don't have any particular Peter Pan affinity. No connection to it because I'm British, just because it happens to be a Disney thing that sometimes I enjoy. I think Peter Pan's Flight is the most overrated Disney ride. Hot take, perhaps, but
Luke Manning, love that hot take. Love that hot take.
Especially the one at Magic Kingdom hasn't been updated since it opened. I don't understand why it gets the weights it does. Peter Pan and Wendy looks interesting. I don't think I'm gonna rush to see it. I'm far more interested in The Little Mermaid.
I am far more interested in you debating Peter Pan the Ride with Kyle Burbank, who considers it, I believe, his favorite attraction. Am I right, Kyle?
I prefer the Disneyland version.
Do you think Disneyland is overrated as well, though?
I would go on Mr. Toad and Snow White over it, and Alice in Wonderland. Maybe Pinocchio, kind of iffy, but I just don't think it deserves the lines it gets, and that's makes it hard to get onto. So I just think,
Geo, in full agreement. Peter Pan is air conditioning. That's about it. Otherwise, I don't see it. Luke, would you go as far as...
You have to wait 45 minutes at least to get to that air conditioning.
Luke, would you go as far as to say E.T. greater than Peter Pan?
Yes. 100%. No doubt in my mind.
Love the hot take, Luke. That's your
Kyle.
Forget British token. You're now hot take Luke.
No, E.T. I think is a it's a wider expanse. It does the same sort of thing, but just with more characters, more of a world. I hate to say it's more modern because it's not, because it's, at this point it's like 30 years old, but it in comparison to, if you look at E.T. Adventure versus Peter Pan at Magic Kingdom, E.T. is much more modern.
Kyle, do you want a rebuttal?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Thanks, Luke. I know you're just getting on. You've probably got a backlog of work, so thanks for taking some time out to talk to us this morning.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Au revoir, as they say in London. That was great. Hot take Luke. Peter Pan. All right. Spider-Man. Kyle, this is some exciting Spider-Man news, right?
This is, and so it was we sort of knew this was coming as a long time ago, if you'll recall. Disney made a deal with Sony, as Sony being one of the few media conglomerates without its own streaming service, has licensed its material, and Disney purchased there's different tiers, tranches that it goes through, as far as you used to have your first run movies, then you have second run, and then you have HBO, then network, et cetera, et cetera. So they bought lower down. So this is the result, presumably the result of that, to where those Sony movies, including the so it's the Tobey Maguire ones, right? They're not
right there.
And
the Tobey Maguire ones are on today.
Yes, the Tobey Maguire ones are there now. Homecoming will be coming, I think, next month. I didn't see. Are the Andrew Garfield ones in there?
I did not see any mention of those. I saw the Tobey Maguire ones today. On May 12th comes Homecoming and Venom. Woohoo! But I did not see anything about the Andrew Garfield ones.
Yeah, so those might be different
tranche.
cycle, however that works. There is an Amazing Spider-Man coming April. So that one's already there. The first one, it looks like, should be
That's
there.
not the Tobey Maguire?
The Amazing Spider-Man is Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
So it's Spider-Man,
Oh.
Spider-Man 2,
Oh my
Spider-Man 3,
goodness.
and Amazing Spider-Man are there today.
So what about the... Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. Thank you. And the Andrew Garfield one never got a sequel, right?
It did, and it's one of the most. You'd be hard. You have people that say Spider-Man 3 is the worst, and people that say Amazing Spider-Man 2 is the worst. I would say Spider-Man 3 is worse than. I mean, I actually haven't seen Amazing Spider-Man 1. I've only seen the second one. It was, fine.
So Amazing Spider-Man 2, the much panned sequel, is not yet on Disney Plus.
No, so you can't yet watch back to back the death of Gwen Stacy and the redemption of him being able to save MJ in No Way Home.
Oh, that's right. It's the one with Jamie Foxx as a Electro Boy and Dinah Girl. I remember that one now. I like that. I like all the Spider-Man movies. I don't care how bad they are. Never seen a Venom though. Okay, and D23 has released the covers for their summer 2023 issue. One issue, but 3 different covers. So you get to buy it 3 times if you want to, right, Kyle?
Yes, actually, you can. So D23 Gold members who get the magazine by default will get at random one of these 3 covers: Little Mermaid, Haunted Mansion, or Elemental. But they do say while supplies last, there'll be additional copies on sale on Shop Disney. And the back cover will all be the same, and that one's going to be Muppets Mayhem. The Muppets Mayhem, apparently. Yeah.
So Kyle, right now, I'm going to write it down. We'll revisit this in about a year. Rank these 3 movies' final U.S. box office, top to bottom.
Ooh. I guess Mermaid, Elemental Mansion.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty safe bet there. I would go the same way with that. Although, I don't know. No, I'm going to make a change. I'm going to write that one as Kyle, but Doobie is going to put Mansion as a surprise hit ahead of Elemental, which will send Tony crying, I'm sure. But that's my prediction. Elemental being the next Pixar film. We all know what Little Mermaid is, and Haunted Mansion being another Disney attraction adaptation not starring Eddie Murphy. This is not a sequel. If you love that first Eddie Murphy movie, don't get excited. This is not a sequel. All right. Anything else before we move on to the pocket picks and such? It's been kind of a quiet day and not a lot to look forward to this weekend.
Yeah.
In addition to in addition to the Spider-Man films, also new on Disney Plus today, and Suga Road to D-Day. Are you familiar with or is it Suga?
I have no idea. I've been saying Suga in my head.
He is from the supergroup BTS, so I'm sure somebody out there knows how to pronounce it because they are indeed a supergroup.
Luke, I need you to give us a pronunciation guide.
Luke's with me. He's going Mermaid Mansion Elemental, so there you go. All right. Tony here. No, I'm not going to cry because no matter what, I'll blame the Disney Plus audience spoiling as why Mario can't be used as an excuse as Peacock. What is he saying here? It's not treated their audience the same. Oh, okay. Yeah. He's still mad that stuff gets sent directly to Disney Plus for Pixar. Sorry, man. Geo says Mansion Elemental Mermaid. Geo thinks Mermaid's going to be a bust. I think the safest bet, and having been around a bunch of young people recently at the Disney Dreamers Academy, I think the safest bet in the world is The Little Mermaid is going to be huge. Absolutely humongous.
Bob Iger said it was going to remind us how strong the Disney brand is.
Well, I mean, if that doesn't give you the feels, I don't know what does. I love when corporate guys talk corporate speak like that. It just cracks me up about Disney. All right, let's get to the surprise pocket picks we have today. Thanks, Tony. Where is it? Hotkeys, please. Pocket picks where somebody send me something and we say, hey, that's fun, let's show it. It used to be me. They just deleted that tweet. Shop Disney had a really weird tweet I was going to show. but I guess it was so weird they decided to
Did you
delete.
screenshot it?
Is it still on my tweet deck? Oh, it
What was
is.
it?
Disney plushies times 3.
Okay, yes.
And it was this little kid playing with Disney plushies. It's a video, and I can still see a still of the video, but yeah, it's gone. So maybe it'll return later today. That pocket pick is no more, so let's go with Tony's submissions here. First up, we've got from Instagram. What is it? I don't know. I haven't seen it. I'm trusting Tony. Sorry, folks. Do that. Refresh it. Hopefully we can hear it. No, we can't.
Calling to see if you might want to write a song for us. Yeah, that sounds great. I've heard of Disney. Great. Yeah, we're thinking you might sing it alongside Lauren Allred from The Greatest Showman. Lauren Allred. Never enough. Yeah, that sounds fine. What's this all for? It's for a giant fountain show. Fountain, like a water fountain? Yeah, you sound hesitant. I mean, how cool could that be? Sometimes
what happens when you trust a pocket pick from Tony, you know you're going to get World of Color. And here's another one. Let's see how we worked World of Color into this one. Oh. I gotta admit, that was pretty cool. Cody Fry, who wrote and sang that song, and watching it and crying. I'm gonna cry for the second time on air this season. Luke says that song was the best part of the show, and Morgan just got mad because she sent that to me in the first place. So thank you, Morgan. Thank you, Morgan, for those pocket picks. Tony, you are useless. All right, and now for the quiz portion of our show.
I was able to download that video, by the way, so I don't know if you have a way to show it, but I was able to download it and send it to you. Hijacked pocket picks.
Disney deleted the tweet. I'm gonna let it go.
Oh.
Do you want me to show it?
I don't know. I didn't finish watching it either.
I'm gonna let it go. I'm just, some decisions shouldn't be made on live, so I err on the side of caution. Which is not like me. You said, let's go for it. But thank you, Morgan. Thank you so very much. The better half of Tony and Morgan. All right. On this day in 2008, Kyle, it's not a movie. It's not an attraction. It's a something.
Okay.
A prestigious new production banner that will literally go to the ends of the earth to produce major big screen nature documentaries.
Nature.
What was announced on this day? That's right. Disney Nature was announced.
Which would launch with the movie Earth, which is just recut footage of BBC's Planet Earth.
Which is really funny. But they do have the coolest logo intro of all the logo intros. So, for nothing else, thank you, Disney Nature. All right.
I would say the coolest multiple use one. There's some cooler one-offs for different films, but not one that appears as.
Right. Tron Legacy has a pretty cool one. 1 second here. Okay. On this day in 2009, just 1 year later, a new attraction opened. I say this because it's not in a Disney theme park, nor is it run by Disney, but it is an attraction at Walt Disney World on this day in 2009.
On this day in 2009?
Yes. Laughing Place was there, although it is funny that we were there. We covered the grand opening, but the attraction was not able to run that day.
Okay. I mean, I can see it, so I'm not going to cheat and pretend like I knew what it was the whole time.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Characters in flight. Yes, I love that the day of the grand opening, it was too windy to actually run the attraction, so they gave us a receipt to come back and do it anytime, which probably is still in my wallet because I'm never doing this attraction. But Jeremiah went up at 2014, and got some really nice pictures in this article. I love high views. I wish I had the guts to go do this attraction. I'm just too afraid to be this high in a balloon, where I can just look over the side. But those views are amazing. I love it.
Now it's just called Aerophile, right? It's not Characters in Play.
Yeah, and it's not as cool a
There's also one at Disneyland Paris
thing anymore. They had theirs first, yeah. And finally, in 2017 on this day, Kyle, right, this one is a movie.
Okay.
Narrated by Jim Halpert. The film captures intimate moments with a blank and her growing blank. A young blank who feels displaced by his baby.
Something with pandas, but I can't remember what the name of it is.
Who feels displaced by his baby sister.
Is that what it's called?
And a mother snow leopard struggling to raise her two cubs. That film is indeed the 2017 Disney Nature Classic, because they all came out in April. Born in China.
Not to be confused with American Born Chinese, which is the that came out today.
Yes, two different movies. Have you seen, start to finish, a single Disney nature film?
Earth. And I think I saw Oceans.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you which other ones I've actually seen. We might have gone to go see like Chimpanzee or something. I don't remember. Then there was that one there's like a flamingo one that didn't come to theaters.
Crimson.
I want to say Crimson Tide, but that's not.
Yes, the flamingo one starring
From Alabama.
Denzel Washington and what's his name? Denzel Washington, and he played Lex Luthor and Superman. Gene Hackman. It wasn't Crimson Tide. It wasn't Crimson Peak. Was it Crimson Red? Whoa, definitely not Crimson Red.
Crimson Dawn.
Isn't that the ostensible? That's mentioned in Die Hard. What is the name of the Disney Nature Crimson movie? Crimson Wing. There we go. Crimson Wing.
That makes sense.
All right. Gio has an important question. Is that popcorn bucket that much bigger than your old Skyliner one, or just an illusion? Let's find out, Gio.
Live science experiments. Doobie demonstrates forced perspective. This is fantastic. Doobie the Imagineer.
They are the exact. Are they? Actually, this one's bigger.
Wow.
This one's a little bit bigger. They shrunk the popcorn bucket with the new version.
That was a very cool effect, though. That's fantastic.
But now look at them.
Especially because you're covering like the you can't see that there's a printer. It just looks like one continuous ledge, so it looks like they're equal distant and on the same plane, and they are not.
It's really funny. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, forced perspective. You're welcome. Rebecca remembers that flamingo one. It was much more traumatic. That's right. I remember that about that. She watched that one, and I think there is bird-on-bird crime or something, and it's not pretty. Yes, the collab of Nat Geo and
that movie was foul. You loved it.
I'm undecided, but it was still shameful, whatever it was. What's Tony got to say? All right. Sorry, I'm laughing at Tony's comment. Let's talk about how I like high views. He said a lot of people got high views yesterday. Thank you very much. Anything else, Kyle? Let's check the Twitter real quick.
Let me check the Twitter real quick. Yeah. There is a cool pin that D23 members, of which I am no longer one, can purchase that will be of particular interest to millennials around my age, perhaps a little younger.
Want to send that to me, or do you have it?
I did. I had to do it while vamping. So they are going to have an exclusive Lizzie McGuire movie pin. You can see her on her Vespa from the movie. It'll be limited to 800 pieces. I think it goes on sale in a few days. Yes, April 25th is when that will go up at 8 p.m. Well, see, this is confusing because it says 8 a.m. PST, but as everyone knows, we are in PDT. So I don't quite know what time that will be. Also, 20 years since this movie. That's horrifying.
Painful. Guys, people, if you can take one bit of advice, just say Pacific time. Just say Pacific time. Stop trying to sound all fancy with your PST, your PDT, because you get it wrong half the time, and it's confusing at worst and just laughable at best. So just Pacific time. That's all you got to say.
Yep.
And with that, we are going to send you into your weekend. Did you know that in only 90 minutes, we're going to be live from Epcot?
I saw that when I logged into this room, yes.
Me too. So I believe Jeremiah Good is going to be the man in Epcot. I'm hoping I can be the man in the studio, but I am not certain if I will be. So
Hope you
it's
will
not
be.
me. It'll be somebody. Okay. Kyle hopes it's me too. So that's coming up later here today on Laughing Place. Otherwise, please like, subscribe, ring the bell, say that you would like to receive notifications of when we go live, because we do that a lot. Please, tomorrow morning, 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, Gideon and I will have the return of Disney Trivia Live. It's been about 3 weeks since we've done one of these because of travel, so we are coming back bigger and better than ever. We're going to have 2 exciting contests, both of which have yet to be written, but I promise you, they're going to be awesome, and we're going to have a good old time. It's really a lot of fun if you've never checked it out. There's trivia, obviously, but there's also just a ton of fun around the trivia, really lively chat, and a good old time. So if I say good old time one more time, I think I win a prize. So come join us tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. Otherwise, we'll be back here 7:30 p.m. Did I say tomorrow morning? Tomorrow evening, 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. Sorry about that. I will be on my way to the gym at 7:30
He was so anxious to get to the PT that he forgot. What
Forgot
big
that
part
part.
that was.
So I'm excited to get back to trivia. I miss trivia when we don't do it, and a lot of fun.
Did you write the quizzes yet?
No.
Okay.
No idea. What are we? April, Earth Day. Maybe I'll do an Earth Day one. I don't know if anyone has any suggestions for what to do for
Does the
trivia.
Animal
let me know.
Kingdom, won't it be the anniversary tomorrow?
Oh, it's 25 years of Animal Kingdom. All right, so we're definitely doing an Animal Kingdom quiz for sure. And then we'll see what the other one is. Maybe stuff from my recent trip. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Thanks, everybody.
Where is this photos? You should do that next time.
You know what? Gideon had a great idea, and we took a bunch. I don't know if we took enough, but just the ground. Where is this ground? And
well, if I see poop trails, I know where it is.
It was a lot of fun. It was a great idea, and we started doing it, and it's hard. Because I started teasing him or quizzing him. I would take one and then like a couple hours later say, "Hey Gideon, do you remember where this was?" And he couldn't do it. This is like right up his wheelhouse. So that's a really
right
fun.
up his wheelhouse.
Right in his wheelhouse. Right down his wheelhouse.
Bye.
All right, so yesterday, no, don't say goodbye yet. Yesterday. So when Gideon makes a video, we use a cloud video editing service. And when he makes one, I get a notification because it's in my account. And so I noticed he got one, and I wrote him and I texted him, "That's a nice Spaceship Earth audio clip. What's it for?" And he said, because I wanted to make it. And then he says, "Also, that sounds very stalkery." And then I went back and read it, and I'm like, yeah, I'm stalking my son. And then I was playing. I'm like, "What's that sound for, little boy?" And he said, "That's kidnapper." So fun was fun. And then he's like, "Okay, I got to go do schoolwork," because even schoolwork trumps dad. No one wants to text with their dad. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next week.